High atop the mountain of flowers and fruit, a magical stone lay bathed in celestial light. This mountain was unlike any other, a place where the heavens seemed to touch the earth, and where the air was thick with the scent of blooming flowers and the sound of rustling leaves. It was a place of wonder and mystery, where legends were born and destinies were forged. This was no ordinary rock. It was said to have been formed from the primal forces of the universe, a remnant of the chaos that existed before the world was created. Its surface shimmered with an otherworldly light, and those who gazed upon it could feel the power that lay within. It pulsed with the energy of heaven and earth, imbued with ancient magic. This stone was a vessel of immense power, a conduit through which the energies of the cosmos flowed. It was a beacon of light in the darkness, a symbol of hope and possibility. One day this mystical stone cracked open, revealing a stone egg. The air was filled with a blinding light, and the ground trembled as the egg emerged from the stone. It was a moment of great significance, a turning point in the history of the world. From this egg, a monkey was born, a monkey unlike any other. This was no ordinary creature. It was a being of great potential, destined for greatness. Its eyes sparkled with intelligence, and its movements were filled with grace and agility. This was Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, destined for greatness. From the moment of his birth, it was clear that he was no ordinary monkey. He possessed a strength and wisdom that set him apart from his peers, and his destiny was written in the stars.
With my bright eyes and mischievous grin, I quickly became the leader of my monkey tribe. My charisma and intelligence made me a natural leader, and my fellow monkeys looked up to me with admiration and respect. I led them with a sense of purpose and determination, always striving to protect and provide for my tribe. Fearless, I explored every cave and scaled every peak. My curiosity and thirst for adventure knew no bounds, and I was always seeking new challenges and experiences. I was determined to uncover the secrets of the world and to push the limits of what was possible. My curiosity knew no bounds. I was always eager to learn and discover new things, and my inquisitive nature led me to explore every corner of my world. I was driven by a desire to understand the mysteries of the universe and to unlock the secrets of existence.
He longed to understand the world beyond his mountain home. The vast expanse of the world called to him, and he yearned to explore the unknown and to seek out new horizons. His heart was filled with a burning desire to see what lay beyond the familiar confines of his home. This desire for knowledge would set him on a path of adventure and enlightenment. He knew that his destiny lay beyond the mountains, and he was determined to follow his heart and to seek out the wisdom and knowledge that he craved. Driven by an insatiable thirst for immortality, Sun Wukong embarked on a journey to find a teacher. He traveled through forests and mountains, across rivers and deserts, always seeking the wisdom that would grant him eternal life. His journey was long and arduous, but he was driven by a sense of purpose and determination. After years of searching, he met the venerable sage Subodhi. This wise and ancient teacher recognized the potential within Sun Wukong and saw the fire of determination in his eyes. He knew that this monkey was destined for greatness and that he had the potential to achieve immortality.
Impressed by my sincerity, Subodhi took me as his disciple. Under his guidance, I learned the secrets of the universe and the path to immortality. His teachings were profound and enlightening, and I absorbed his wisdom with eagerness and dedication. Under his tutelage, I learned the secrets of immortality. I spent years in deep meditation and study, mastering the ancient arts and unlocking the hidden potential within myself. The path was difficult and demanding, but I was determined to succeed. I mastered 72 transformations, allowing me to change my shape at will. This incredible ability gave me the power to adapt to any situation and to overcome any obstacle. I could become anything I desired, from a mighty dragon to a tiny insect, and this versatility made me a formidable force. I could also command the clouds, soaring through the sky with incredible speed. This ability allowed me to travel great distances in the blink of an eye and to reach places that were otherwise inaccessible. I was no longer bound by the limitations of the earth, and the sky became my domain.
Sun Wukong had become a powerful being, his legend just beginning. His journey was far from over, and his adventures would take him to the farthest reaches of the world and beyond. He was a hero, a warrior, and a king, and his story would be told for generations to come. The legend of the Monkey King had only just begun, and the world would never be the same. Sun Wukong's training was complete, but his quest for immortality was far from over. He had mastered the art of combat, his skills honed to perfection. Yet the fear of death lingered in his heart, a shadow that refused to be dispelled. He knew that true power lay not just in strength, but in the ability to transcend the mortal coil. He learned that even immortals could meet their end, their names erased from the book of life and death. This revelation was a turning point for Sun Wukong. The book of life and death, a mystical ledger maintained by the deities, held the fate of every living being. To have one's name inscribed in it was to be bound by the cycle of life and death. But Sun Wukong was not one to accept such a fate. Determined to cheat death itself, Sun Wukong journeyed to the underworld. The path was treacherous, filled with shadows and whispers of lost souls. Yet his resolve was unshakable. He ventured deeper into the abyss, his eyes set on the prize that would grant him freedom from the chains of mortality.
With characteristic audacity, I confronted the King of Hell, demanding my name be removed from the registry of death. The King of Hell, a formidable figure, was taken aback by my boldness. But I was relentless, my voice echoing through the dark halls of the underworld. I would not be denied. My mischievous nature took over, and I erased not only my name, but also the names of all monkeys under my lineage. The scroll, once a symbol of fate, now lay in disarray. The names of my kin, once bound by destiny, were now free. It was an act of rebellion, a declaration of our right to exist beyond the confines of the natural order.
Chaos erupted in the underworld. The balance that had been maintained for eons was now in turmoil. Spirits roamed free, their destinies untethered. The guardians of the underworld, once steadfast in their duties, were now overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of the disruption. The natural order of life and death was disrupted. The delicate equilibrium that governed existence was now in jeopardy. The consequences of Sun Wukong's actions rippled through the realms, a testament to the power of one being's defiance. This act of defiance caught the attention of the Jade Emperor, the ruler of heaven. The Jade Emperor, a figure of immense authority, was not one to overlook such a blatant challenge to the celestial order. His gaze turned toward the mortal realm, his thoughts consumed by the audacity of the Monkey King.
Alarmed by Sun Wukong's growing power, I sought to bring the Monkey King under my control. The balance of power was shifting, and I could not allow such a force to remain unchecked. The celestial realm had to maintain its supremacy, and Sun Wukong's actions were a direct threat to that order.
Sun Wukong, initially flattered by the Jade Emperor's invitation, ascended to the celestial realm. The grandeur of the heavenly palace was awe-inspiring, a testament to the power and majesty of the gods. Sun Wukong, ever ambitious, saw this as an opportunity to prove his worth among the immortals. He was given a minor post, the keeper of the heavenly stables. This position, though seemingly prestigious, was far beneath his expectations. The stables, though well-maintained, were a far cry from the halls of power he had envisioned for himself. This menial task angered Sun Wukong. His pride, already wounded by the perceived slight, festered with each passing day. The other deities, sensing his discontent, kept their distance, wary of the storm that was brewing within him.
I saw it as an insult to my abilities. My strength, my cunning, my very essence was being undermined by this trivial assignment. I was not meant to tend to horses. I was destined for greatness. My pride wounded, I rebelled against the Jade Emperor, declaring myself the great sage equal to heaven. This was not just a title. It was a statement of my worth, a challenge to the very hierarchy of the celestial realm. I would not be confined by their limitations.
The Monkey King's actions had upset the delicate balance of heaven and earth. The heavens trembled, the earth quaked, and the very fabric of reality seemed to strain under the weight of his defiance. The celestial order, once unchallenged, now faced an unprecedented threat. A storm was brewing, a conflict that would shake the very foundations of the celestial order. The stage was set for a battle of epic proportions, a clash between the forces of order and the indomitable spirit of the Monkey King. The outcome of this struggle would determine the fate of both the mortal and celestial realms. Sun Wukong, enraged by the Jade Emperor's perceived slight, unleashed his fury upon the heavenly court. The Jade Emperor had underestimated the Monkey King, treating him as a mere nuisance rather than the powerful being he truly was. This slight ignited a fire within Sun Wukong, a fire that would soon engulf the heavens. He battled his way through the celestial armies, his magical staff, the Ruyi Jingubang, scattering divine warriors like leaves in the wind. Each swing of his staff sent shockwaves through the ranks of the heavenly soldiers, their once impenetrable formations crumbling before his might. The Ruyi Jingubang, a weapon of immense power, seemed almost alive in his hands, responding to his every command with lethal precision. The heavens trembled before his might. The very fabric of the celestial realm seemed to shudder under the force of his rebellion. Thunder roared and lightning cracked as if the universe itself was protesting against the chaos unleashed by the Monkey King.
The once mischievous monkey had become a formidable force of rebellion. No longer content with playful tricks and harmless pranks, Sun Wukong had embraced his true potential, becoming a symbol of defiance against the established order. His transformation was not just physical but also spiritual, as he tapped into a wellspring of power that had lain dormant within him.
The Jade Emperor, realizing the gravity of the situation, dispatched his most powerful warriors to subdue the Monkey King. These were not ordinary soldiers, but celestial beings of great renown, each with their own unique abilities and strengths. They were the best the Heavenly Court had to offer, and yet they found themselves outmatched by the indomitable spirit of Sun Wukong. However, none could match Sun Wukong's strength, agility, and mastery of magical arts. His movements were a blur, his attacks unpredictable and devastating. He seemed to be everywhere at once, a whirlwind of fury and power that left his opponents reeling. His mastery of the magical arts gave him an edge that no amount of training or experience could counter. He outwitted the heavenly generals, leaving them defeated and humiliated. Their pride shattered, they retreated, unable to comprehend how a mere monkey could best them so thoroughly. Sun Wukong's victory was not just physical, but also psychological, as he broke the spirit of the celestial forces arrayed against him. His victory reverberated through the celestial realms, a testament to his extraordinary abilities. The tales of his exploits spread like wildfire, reaching the ears of gods and mortals alike. Sun Wukong had become a legend, his name synonymous with rebellion and unyielding strength.
Desperate to end the rebellion, the Jade Emperor found himself at a loss. His most powerful warriors had failed, and the Monkey King's defiance showed no signs of abating. The Heavenly Court was in turmoil, and the Emperor's authority was being questioned. I was forced to turn to the Buddha, the Enlightened One. The Jade Emperor, in his desperation, sought the wisdom and power of the Buddha, hoping that the Enlightened One could succeed where his warriors had failed.
The Buddha, with a knowing smile, challenged Sun Wukong to a wager. He saw through the Monkey King's bravado and recognized the potential for growth and redemption within him. The Buddha's challenge was not just a test of strength, but also a test of character. He bet that the Monkey King could not escape his reach, even if he could fly to the edge of the universe. The challenge was simple yet profound, a test of the Monkey King's understanding of his own limitations and the nature of true power.
Confident in his abilities, Sun Wukong believed that he could easily win the wager. His confidence was unshaken, his belief in his own invincibility absolute. Sun Wukong readily accepted the challenge. He saw it as another opportunity to prove his superiority, to show the heavens that he was not to be trifled with. This wager would prove to be a turning point in the Monkey King's life, leading him towards a path of redemption. The challenge set by the Buddha would force Sun Wukong to confront his own hubris and ultimately guide him towards a deeper understanding of his place in the universe. It was the beginning of a journey that would transform him from a rebellious warrior into a true hero, one whose legacy would endure for generations to come.